everyone, welcome back to Podcast On Wheelz, episode number 46. As we settle in today's episode, please sit back and enjoy the show. Our first topic is our horrible day.
Yep, for not them but me.
Yep,
sorry. I dropped the microphone. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my horrible day. It says our horrible day on the thing, but Doc's day went good. She had PBIS.
Yep.
Got a donut. Hanged out with friends. I think it was just like a chill normal day for you work-wise, and you got a donut and PBIS. So her day went well. Obviously, me and Ray's
you can't mention the
What?
You can't
Okay, well, I won't mention the headphones because that's another bullet point of this day. So, we're going to start off with the roast bit of the day. First period. It goes normal. Surprisingly, we didn't have a bell ringer, which I didn't think about that. So I just sat down, got on my laptop, and was like, doing stuff, texting, whatever. And like 10 minutes in class goes by, and he says, "Hello, class. Please take your stuff and go to the front." Right? And I was like, that's random. We don't ever do that. He's like, "Okay, class. I was super frustrated with the test, how bad you did on the test. Keep in mind, I got a 54 and a 70. 54 on the mapping quiz.
That's not bad.
And a 70 on the other quiz. That's not that bad. See my other test scores. That's not that bad." And so he's like, "Since I did super bad on the test, I'm super frustrated, and we're going to have assigned seats. So my Spanish name in that class is Martin." And he's like, "Alright, so if somebody who is in my class sat with their friends, they can't look, they can't talk, they can't gesture, they can't move next to them. No, and they can't sit 6 desks away from you. They have to at least sit 6 desks away from you, your friends you normally talk to. So, you can't sit beside them. If you sit beside them, you can't look at them, you can't gesture at them, you can't talk to them, you can't text them, you can't share work with them, you can't do any of that shit. So it's just basically a non-existent human being right beside you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's not fun at all. My friends are literally gone. That would help me get through that class." And this happened to me and Willam both. And so I had to sit in the middle of the classroom all alone, and then people were sitting beside me, and they're like, "Well, I haven't seen you interacting with Donny all 9 weeks." I'm like, "Yep, he can sit beside me," but all my friends are like desk away. I can't even talk to them at all. And so I had random people sitting beside me and
it's so awkward.
Never met before. So awkward. And this tall dude sits right in front of me.
You can't see.
I can't see. I'm sitting down. And so when I'm near the board and I can't see the board, how am I supposed to write notes? Can't move because you can't do that. What kind of jackass crap is that? And so I'm already so many desks away from my friends. My day is already. And so I'm away from my friends, can't talk, can't use my computer, can't use my phone, can't text anybody, feeling horrible about the grades I got, him lecturing us and keeps on about it. I'm sitting near random people I do not know, and there's tall ass people beside me. He's like, "Well, we're going to do this large study guide. I added extra questions, and we're going to be doing this all class." A whole big ass study guide, all hour and a half hearing you talk.
That's not fun.
That's boring and not fun, let me tell you. And so he was like, "Alright, class," and we just done step by step by step by step by step by step every time. The whole study guide until 10:04. That's a while. So we just done this whole big ass study guide that was so boring. And he said for the test, not only are we getting 2 big ass tests tomorrow, 2 of them, one class period, whole remembering 20-something plus mapping questions, and a whole unit study thing. 2 tests tomorrow. 2. And I was like, that's already bad. He said, if you get the whole test right, then every single question right, the highest score you can get is a C. A C!
No, he wants you to do good on the test. I'm going to make you a bad grade. I thought you literally just wanted us to get a good grade.
Yeah.
Why are you giving us a bad grade? Potentially we can do better.
Wait, my unit test was a 70. I'm not going to gain any experience from that. It's still going to be the same grade.
No, like you could potentially score higher on that map quiz and then, redeem yourself for a higher grade. No, I'm literally wanting y'all to fail, but I also don't want y'all to fail.
What?
So, you're changing our seats to not make us fail, but you're also giving us a C to make us
fail. And he literally said this in class. I don't want y'all to succeed. I want you to fail.
You're
and it's on you. Literally, dead ass. He looked us dead in the eye and said, well, the reason I'm giving y'all 70 is because I want this class to fail. Because obviously, y'all don't care about your work. You don't do it. I'm like, sir, actually, you don't see me do 80 plus vocab words every single week, every single quiz, every single note, every single bell ringer, every single more notes, every single study guide. What do you mean I've done every single assignment for you? What do you mean? Do you not notice me and William doing every fucking thing in your class, focusing the whole hour and a half?
Exactly.
Every single day. You did not see me and William drawing out there for an hour on a family tree project? Did you not? Sir. And so, he was telling us about that. Like, the highest grade you can get is a 70. You only have, like, an hour and a half to complete both big-ass tests. And I'm adding more questions! So, Donnie, I know it takes you over an hour to do one of the simple tests. Now you have to do 2 with extra questions! What?
You're literally making me fail.
You're literally making me fail at this point. I'm slow. Do you not understand? I'm sorry, sir. I am slow. I'm dyslexic. I don't understand Spanish. Nor learn English.
I hardly understand English.
And so that's going to happen tomorrow. And that was only in first. And one girl kept coughing. Her lungs were like... And I was like, sir, ma'am. She was like, desk away. And she's like, why'd you swallow and labored? And one girl was about to throw up right near us.
How do you know?
She started gagging like...
So she's like...
Yeah. All my friends were away from me. I had 2 tests in under 24 hours, both 70% at best. All my friends were away from me. One girl almost threw up beside me. A tall dude was sitting right in front of me, and that was the class 1. What? And second period, not the headphone bit, my bag, my breakfast bag, when Sydney set it on my desk, it was all wet. It got my desk all wet with milk. Ugh.
Yeah, it was like a common occurrence for you.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, really? Not this on a bad day?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's
I'd be fine if that happened on a regular day, but already that much in one class period, and then that?
Yeah.
That's even worse. And so that happened. Third period, it's in the video. They're like, oh, they were singing and making TikToks, and they let my pussy... Like, they were literally talking about private, singing out loud, screeching about body parts, and they're, and like this scream so loud. I had headphones and a video playing, and I couldn't hear my video.
Oh my God.
Next to a loud ass gym. How loud are y'all? They were ear-piercing screaming. Like the high pitch,
The
yeah. And one girl was whipping somebody else with a belt, so she was running across, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in my wheelchair, and they're running around with a belt. And they're like, what the fuck? Ah! Stop it! Ah! Ah! Screaming like that, like bastards, for an hour and a half. And I had to hear that the whole time. And they were just screaming, and they were like, they're in their phones, and somebody knocked on their phone, and they're, what the fuck? And they're like, kept hearing the same music tone over and over through the same TikTok.
I told you, go down to the stairs.
And I can't, like, I didn't want to because I never asked them permission to go down there.
They don't
nobody's
care.
down there.
They don't care. Me and Pluto would go down there all the time. We wouldn't even ask. We would just walk out.
No.
And go down to the stairs.
I'm
you know
not-
where the girls' locker room
Yeah.
is? We would go down the stairs, we would sit down there. It was a blast.
Well,
And it was way much quieter than that stupid up gym, and you don't have to worry about being hit with stuff.
I wasn't in the gym.
I know. You were literally the room outside of it, and they all like to hang out. So that's why me and Claire would go down to the stairs.
And people were coming in and out of the bathroom. They had basketballs. And then one boy, like, banged on the water
I'm
fountain.
curious, where's my other leg?
It's right there. It's, like, shadowed.
Oh. I don't know why. In the, like, little...
Rear view thing.
Yeah, I was like, where's my leg?
And so they were screaming on top of their lungs. You'll hear it in the Donnie and William Had a Horrible Day. 10 minutes ago I uploaded that, so you're welcome to go
Check it out.
check it out. I had trouble exporting and stuff and editing, so there you go. But that was so. This podcast wasn't here today.
Which is better that you didn't have to work out. I guess.
Yeah, but still, you be hearing noxious screaming and what the fuck? Literally, they were singing about
private parts.
yeah for an hour and a half,
What the?
and then lunch. I was waiting inside the line. I was like, salad, please, because I always order a yummy delicious salad because there's soft parts I can eat. It's not like, yes, I can eat salad, and you're like, Donnie, you can only eat applesauce and pause. I can eat salad because it's with ranch and it's crunchy but soft. I don't know how to phrase it. I don't eat much of it anyway, but I can barely eat some of it. I'm like, salad, please. And she doesn't have those plastic trays where you close the lid and you shake it up to mix it. She has a plastic plate. And she put salad on it. And chicken and cheese and my favorite ranch Caesar dressing that they have at the school. And it's just sad limp. Some of the lettuce looks brown on the plate. Okay. And so I get my ranch on there, and Flora texted me. I was like, Flora, we're going outside. And I go outside. It's raining on the steps. And I didn't think that. You'd think that one whole area is soaked and those steps are wet, but the steps that we normally sit on aren't. Who would think that it was dry?
Did Flora think it was dry?
Yeah, it was dry. But I looked at the part where the steps we climb up, or like go up, and there's a ramp too. Like the ramp and the steps was all wet and soaked. So you'd think that the steps you normally go near would be soaked too. No, they weren't. What?
Because there's like an overhead thing.
I guess. Anyway, no, on the open step.
I know.
Like those John's open steps. But anyway, I texted her, oh, never mind, it's right outside, let's go inside. And after I set down my plate, I don't set down my plate, Cindy did. Again, I'm not distracted, no. So Cindy helps put my ranch on, and then Flora texts me, Donnie, it's not right outside, come. I just sat down, got my stuff out. And so Cindy had to put back on my book bag. We had to carry, she had to carry my plate, and we had to go strong all the way back. And she's like, hello. I'm like, hello to you too. I was like having a bad day, and we just talked about it, and lunch went fine. And then fourth, my history teacher had my history teacher had this wooden thing, and he was banging the desk, and it was so fucking loud, and he kept doing it repeated times.
Repeatedly?
Yes, it was
repeated.
So I was getting annoyed about that, but I didn't eat Rice Krispies. We ate some Rice Krispies in there. We just talked and done like a mapping assignment, then like a exit slip and notes. So fourth period went fine, other than the banging a little wooden part. But that was my whole day, and also we have more. But what's the next bullet point? I probably will
The next bullet point is Donny's heat rash.
My heat rash. This happened 5 days ago, and the last time we filmed the podcast was like 6-7 days ago, so it is still before.
Thankfully, we're not late.
Yes.
Finally!
We're not late. But I had a heat rash, and I don't normally get those on my face. Like, I probably get them near my ankles or what, I don't know. They're not something to worry about. But Miss Lowe starts running towards, I'm literally running. I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, are you okay? What do you mean? I'm okay, I'm fine. I was like, I'm on my laptop, this is fine. And she, oh my gosh, she starts running. What's going on? She starts running to my ass. And she's like, are you okay? Oh my gosh, there's like a rash. A rash? I didn't notice because it didn't feel like anything on my face.
Nope, heat rash don't normally come up as anything.
And she was like, there's like a ginormous like red mark all over your face. I'm like, what? Like on the side of my face. I was like, what? And she's like, oh no, don't get panicked, don't get panicked. I'm like, you're worrying me, Miss Lowe. You made it your mission to worry about us.
Oh my God, is that like a 5 foot rash? Don't worry, it's like an itty bitty.
I'm sorry, I'm having a stroke. Me and Miss Lowe go outside in the hall, and she's like, okay, well, just like, I'll take a picture of it and we'll see about it. And I saw it and I was like, wow, it's like red. I've never seen that before. Apparently Doc saw it on my face before multiple times, but I've never seen it before.
And the reason why I never would like bring it up is I knew it was heat rash and I knew it wasn't something bad, so I was like, okay, he's not worried. Yeah. And I just didn't want him to start worrying and overcomplicating and searching it up. I'm like, no, it's just a heat rash, you're good. It literally causes no complications.
So, Miss Lowe was like, do you want to check up in 10 minutes? And if not, if it's still there, you want to give them notes? And I was like, yeah. 20 minutes go by, and we check on it, and it got a little bit better, and it's still red, and it crossed my face. And I was like, can we go to this? Like, I wasn't petrified of it. Like, I knew it was some sort of rash, and I probably knew it was heat rash, but I was kind of pondering, like, is it like just rosiness, like of cheeks, or is it just like actually a rash? Because that was a pondering question in my head. So me and Miss Lowe went down to the nurse's office and said, hey, don't you have like this rash or something? Like it was on the side, and everything was fine. There wasn't any allergies or anything. It was a heat rash, but it wasn't like any allergies. Like, that did not depict my whole day.
We're almost 20 minutes in and we've only got through a topic.
That's okay. Okay, I'm done with the heat rash topic.
Okay, I'm saying. You don't have to stop. Donny's new wheelchair. Third topic.
Okay, so I'm talking a lot, and this caused so much on this week happened to me, that I got a new wheelchair. It doesn't look that different. Obviously, it has, like, new modifications and, like, a little bit of cushions or whatever, but I got a new wheelchair. One reason, because I am getting weaker. My speech is the strongest thing about me. My body movement is the weakest part about me. I cannot move my legs. I can't move my feet. Can't move my arms. Can't move my torso. I can only shift my head the slightest amount. Like I'm talking, you barely notice it. I can't lift my head back up, and I can't move 4 of my fingers. All 4 of my fingers. The only thing I can move throughout my neck down is my thumb. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that's saving my ass from getting to 2.5% strength out throughout my whole body and head is the shifting of my head, which adds 2%. So the resting head strength is 1. The resting torso strength is 1. So that makes you up to 2%, and that's the weakest you can ever be.
And Shaneberg has 2.5.
And so my hand strength is 1%. My torso strength is 1%, and my head is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else makes any upper percent. So 1%, 1%, and 2%. Now I have 4% body strength. I'm literally only 2%, and you don't know how easy it is for me to lose that 2%.
It's like incredibly easy for Donnie to lose it.
So I got down to a 0.5 joystick, and you're like, Donnie, you're not an ounce anymore. That's so horrifying. Well, my max strength is only an ounce. So if I was hauling around a 1 ounce joystick,
hauling around a 3.8.
Yeah, I was getting tired very quickly throughout the day, and during like cancer treatments or chemo treatments or those weaker days during cancer, I would be weaker, and so I wouldn't be able to push my chair more than a couple feet, or like. At the luckiest days, I would drive around my house maybe 2 minutes, and then like get tired, and then take a break, take a break, like it was sporadic.
Push it and then
like
push it.
I noticed I was like getting a little bit more tired, I guess, doing it. So, and plus when I'm 70 years old, I will probably have that 2% strength. It's like 2.5 or something. But I have a 1% strength in my hands because
if you have 2.5, your neck will literally.
Yeah. So the lowest I might ever get is 3, which is not 3%
good. In his whole body. Not like even that's not even my arms.
Wow, that's insane.
But it's creepy to think about Donnie and Shane, and Big Donnie, we have to call him the weakest in the body.
Yeah.
Because it's just because of his injury, not actual like weakness. And of course, with spinal cord injury comes weakness and stuff. And so like Big Donnie's whole body is 1, and his head is 15. So
he is 15%.
Yeah, and back then he used to be 199%. Just months prior to his injury.
Now he's 15, which is
16.
So terrifying. 16, sorry. And
minus, only my head that make it up.
minus 4%, and Doc's is 10. So she's 6% bigger. If you think about it, that is huge.
Yes, that's like my arms. My head is 5.
Your head is 5. Her head alone is bigger than my whole strength, which is only.
And my arms alone is bigger than Shane.
Yeah, about almost bigger than me, but like not exactly.
Yeah.
But Doc's whole body percent strength is 10, and mine is 4.
And I think I'm about 8% bigger than Shane.
Yep. Oh, sorry, 7.5.
Oh, really?
You're 6% bigger than me.
Yeah.
And so that's the movement I have, and they switched me to a 0.5 joystick, and it's been helping a lot. I've been driving a lot more lately in my wheelchair. Like, I obviously was driving in a lot before, but I would stay in the same spot because it would tire me out. Because 1%, I had a 1 ounce joystick, which is my whole hand movement.
Yeah.
So it would tire me out, obviously. So they moved me down to the lowest joystick you can go, which is a 0.5. It's been helping me out a lot. I got a little tired during bowling, though. We went bowling last night, and I could only, like, I drove up and down the ramp, and I pushed a ball, like, with my joystick and my wheelchair, and it got really tiring. I was, like, tired that night. But that was an extra excruciating I'm having a stroke.
Sounds like a seal.
So that was an extra movement activity that tired me out more, but the 0.5 joystick has been working great because I've been able to move around more, a lot easier. What's that?
Here, we have to check.
Okay. Will the podcast turn off?
Swipe the screen before leaving, so that way it can get us.
turn off?
No, we're dead.
Yes.
And I
Sorry
swiped
about
this.
that.
Yep.
I had to help get some moxies.
We had to get some oxy, some food, and water.
Yep. So, sorry
Just
about
dog
that.
life.
So they moved me down to 0.5 joystick, and it's been helping a lot. And nothing much really changed with that, but like, I think they took a bit of my headrest. But no, not really. I'm having a stroke. Basically, they lowered down my joystick to 0.5 with weakness issues, but it's been helping me a lot. What's the next bullet point?
My appendicitis.
My appendicitis, you think Doc would be saying that? No, I had appendicitis 3 days ago, coming up 4 days ago. So, this is a story. I have not had appendicitis since I was 30 years old, something. So, it's been such a long time, like 36 something years. And for toys, we get appendicitis, like, very, very rarely. Like, back then, it used to happen to us a lot.
Yeah,
And I'm still having that. We went like 30 plus years until one fateful day, I woke up, I was fine. By around 1 p.m., I got really sharp pain on the right side of my stomach. I was like, oh, what's my stomach hurt? Like, bad. And I texted Mom, like, hey, babe, my stomach hurts, like, very, very bad. I gave him a call, and he was like, that's not good. Like, tell Sydney we like go to the ER or something. And so me and Sydney go down to the ER room. We're right in there. We get like x-rays or something, whatever. And they say I have appendicitis. So they scheduled surgery for 6 p.m. that afternoon. I was in pain. I wasn't really moving much, obviously. I wasn't like in my chair, and if I was like in pain. I think in the video you can hear like my voice like go, or like pause or something because it hurts or whatever. In the video you can hear me do that a little bit. And by 6 p.m. I got my surgery. I was in a little bit of pain.
But ever since then you've been fine.
Yeah, I had like medicine throughout the day. I was on recovery and bed rest. That's why my 9th round of chemotherapy is on a Monday instead of a Friday.
And mine's going to be on Tuesday.
So I was supposed to have my 10th round of chemotherapy this Tuesday, but I'm having my 9th round of chemotherapy this Monday because it was delayed because of that surgery, because I needed 3 days to recover and rest because I can't just start chemotherapy and make me throw up everywhere, although I did throw up like 6 times a day. Because of chemotherapy, which is very normal for me to throw up my guts out. Literally everything I eat, I throw up.
Okay, are you done?
Yep, so that's my appendicitis. Not much going on. I'm been fine
he's
ever
fine,
since.
he's recovering. Now, the greatest moment in history.
The greatest moment in history happened to me and William. I feel like I'm talking the whole thing. I'm sorry, Doc.
It's been almost 30 minutes.
Yeah, so me and William, our special help teacher, Miss Lowe, was out that day. So we had a substitute for a special teacher where she would write in the EC folder what we were doing that day and chart us down and what track us down. Like, no, it's like
Cameras and everything.
No. But like that's what they do. And if Miss Lowe was out like, hey, what did you do? Like, did you do grammar package? What did you do? So they can write it down in the EC folder, see what needs improving, and does all that EC stuff. So she does that, and she just keep an eye on me and William. We ask help if we need it. And so she notices me and Doc's Pokemon screens, and she's like, can I be your friend? Like,
because, can I talk to some?
Yep.
So I was just chilling there.
Gives me a break.
So I was just chilling there on my phone, and I opened Pokemon as one does, or I at least do. And I was like, no, I'm just going to check some of my Pokemon. And I hear someone like start coming up behind me, and she didn't scare me. I was like, who's coming up behind me? And she said, "Let's be friends."
Like it was so like it was so creepy. I was like, what? I had my headphones on.
Like she whispered that. I was like, what? And I looked up and was like, yeah, sure. Because at first I had no idea what she meant by "can we be friends?" Like a creepy whisper. But I was like, yeah, sure, we can be friends. And then I realized, oh my gosh, you have Pokemon. Of course. I would love to be friends.
And when I heard like the situation, I was like, oh yeah, of course.
Yes,
go ahead.
And like, so Donnie rarely ever plays Pokemon Go. I'm more of a fanatic at Pokemon Go than he is. So it's like, oh my gosh, I would love to be friends. And then I start saying, oh, it's fine. Like, how long have you been playing? And she's like, 4 months. I was like, oh, wow, like, that's good. I was like, I thought maybe she'd have a shiny or two. Because for a year, and almost 2 years I've been playing the game, I only have 2 shinies. And she comes, like, I see her phone, I'm like, wait. So that's a lot of shinies. And I got this cool Mewtwo yesterday. I was like, nice. And so I go to her shinies, and I'm like, like, I gasp. And then I see all the shinies, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was like, wait. And I said, do you have a Charizard? And she, oh yeah, I have plenty of Charizards. She brings up 9 Charizards, including a shiny Charizard, which is probably, I think, the most sought out Pokemon in that game. And I was like, oh my god!
I know,
you have shiny Charizard!
We just started freaking out.
I was like, oh my god. And then this happened. She's like, oh, I'm willing to trade it with one of y'all. I was like, what? Like,
she was supposed to find Doc on Monday.
No, she was supposed to find me on Monday. Nope. But
that did not happen.
But to be fair, I'm okay without a Charizard. I know Donnys has a Charizard. And that's annoying, but it's fine. I'm gonna be fine.
I love her so much for that.
And like, if she's
I had to take her breather in Miss Lodge.
If she is in Miss Lawson's class, I'm saying she got that Charizard.
She got that Charizard that bad.
But sadly, Miss Lawson's rarely ever out, and that's fine. I don't care that Miss Lawson's never out, but she had came up to Donnie, and she's like, oh, like, they made the special trade with Donnie, and sadly, she couldn't make a special trade with me, because you can't make
I had to pay 20,000 Stardust.
But
20,000 Stardusties for one trade.
Oh,
I got a free fucking Charizard and 1,586 HP Pokemon Charizard for a 17 HP, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, Donnie gave in a 17 HP Sableye.
Which was my worst Pokemon.
Which was Donnie's worst Pokemon. Shit, send me in your worst.
I felt so bad. I was like, are you sure?
No, she was like, send me in your worst Pokemon. I'll give you, like, anything. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. 17 HP Sableye. Let me give you Charizard. Like, what? Like, that is so, like, too gracious. Like, thank you so much.
I was thanking you from the bottom of my heart.
I am so happy that we are friends, dude. She is the one to send me gifts, pin my gifts. I can give her gifts back, and she actually gets them every single freaking day. And, which is obviously a good thing, because half my friends on that app don't receive my gifts.
I'm more better at that.
Yes. Literally, they have not...
Oh my god. You keep talking.
Close the door fully. Like, literally, all my friends are so bad at receiving... I mean, they probably receive my gifts, but never open them up. Either they don't have the app, or they don't really check their gifts. I'm the one to go on Pokemon Go every morning and say, ooh, there's gifts again, and I still need this, like, little reward. I don't know what it's going to give me, but it's like, send 60 gifts to friends, and I'm like 47 in now. And, like, every single day I get to send, like, 2, because Donnie and that teacher always, you know, gets right on them. I'm like, thank you. 2 a day is going to help me way more than 1 a day of just relying on Donnie, and that would take me 2 months. And I felt like, oh, good God, it has taken me so much longer than what would have been if all my 11 friends, because if they had done that, I would be able to send 11 freaking gifts a day. Like, I would get that done in, like, 6 days. 6 days instead of freaking 2 months. But I'm tracking through it. I want 60 gifts. But that is, like, basically the greatest moment in history, because I've never had someone so willing to give me a Charizard and even become my friend. And that sounds terribly sad. But, I mean, in Pokemon Go, knowing, like, some people are like, oh, like, I don't really want to become friends or something like that. But then that teacher, she's like, can we become friends? I'm like, in a whispery tone, I was like, oh, yeah, sure. But I had no idea what she was talking about. I was so confused. I was like, oh, yeah, sure. As in friends-wise, because I could be your friend. I don't care. And then she's like, and then she showed me her game. I was like, oh my god, it's another Pokemon Go player. Of course I'll be your friend. And so I like start opening mine up, and I'm like, of course we can be friends. Yep. And
wow, we're still on this topic.
I know, but we just get through that, and it was just the greatest moment in the history of Pokemon Go. And I'm like very happy that she was willing to be my friend and trade down me a Charizard and everything. Now on to William had a sweet crying moment during the 8-month anniversary video.
Yeah, I said, oh yeah. So, our 8-month anniversary of marriage, we've been together since dating March 20th, 2023. On March 20th, 2024, it hit a year. So 1 year, 1 month of dating in the human world. In total, 17 years. And it just recently hit our 8-month anniversary of marriage in human. Our marriage was August 14th, 2023, and it has now hit, our 8-month anniversary was on April 14th, 2024.
So you're a bit late, but nothing too bad.
Like, a couple days late to make that video, and I just compiled a bunch of edits for him, and one of them had the theme song music, which is all about cute memories, sad memories, and sweet things. And while watching that, his head kind of went down. He covered his eyes, and I was like, babe, and he started crying. I was like, no, it's so cute. He started crying. I'm like, no, baby, and he started cuddling me close. I'm like, oh,
yeah, because I was watching the edits and thinking, wow, they're so pretty.
They're so
and
sweet.
The next thing I hear is William crying. I'm like, no, I don't. Please stop crying.
It's so sweet.
Not that I don't like people crying, it's just I don't want you to cry, because then he went on for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, but it wasn't just about the sweet edits and stuff. He was he opened up to the camera about his suicide, and everything like that, and the sweet edits. He was super grateful for them, and he kept saying how much he loves me, and it was so sweet because he started crying his eyes. I'm like, baby, no,
this is so sad. This is supposed to be sweet, not sad.
He was so grateful for me and so overwhelmed with joy. He started crying. I was like, baby, I love him so much. He's so awesome. But it recently was our 8-month marriage celebration, so I can't believe it's already been fucking 8 months. I really can't believe those went by in a blur. It was so, I love our marriage. It's awesome. What's the next bullet point?
Emmie, 2 months, quadriplegic.
Okay, I don't have to talk my lungs out.
Okay, so my wife is a quadriplegic, of course, everybody knows that, but recently, literally yesterday, she hit 2 months as a quadriplegic, which is such a big milestone. There's not really much on that, we just filmed the video, took some behind the scene photos, and we just had a fun time filming that video. And that was the first time Emmie had filmed, I obviously not filmed, she has filmed, and
obviously
this is a real first video that Emmie had edited, and it came out pretty good.
Oh yeah, I like the bloopers at the end. They were so funny. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Emmie made the blooper reel, which is what I do at the end of the videos. Add captions.
Not all of them though.
No, not at all of them. But for me, because normally I just leave them in because I don't really mind it. And then so Emmie put some text templates up, and they were pretty good, text templates of what she was.
I got edited brilliant. I don't blame her because I have horrible editing.
Oh my god.
Wow, way to point it out, babe.
Oh my god. When I had watched her first vlog,
it was so bad. Our first night routine. No, oh my god.
It was so bad.
The so
videos, when they would film vertically, they wouldn't put it horizontally.
So it's just really
imagine this podcast screen.
A black screen.
Okay, horizontal. Awesome. And then next clip you see a vertical screen with blurry, and then...
Do you think overnight shrimp is okay?
I don't know. And then And then you just see these big black borders. Donnys video was like that throughout the whole thing. A time lapse of a car or bus had came on, and it was just blurred, and it was just sped up talking.
Yep.
It wasn't, there was no music, there was no overlays of what they were talking about, and of course you don't have to add overlays, but that's what we do. There was no captions, there was no music, there was no overlays, the video camera was kind of crappy.
I've been trying to add captions to every video, but CapCut is being so stupid. I hate it.
And then the audio would be like low on some clips, and it's super high on some clips. I'm like, what? How do you even do that? Because you didn't know how to turn the video in editing. And you never bothered to ask me. I'm like, no. And then when you watch it,
I died.
I mean, literally died. I'm like, oh my god. Like, even my first vlog was better than that.
If you look back...
Wait, and
sorry. If you look back on any of our new videos, you're like, wow, that's bad. Honey, look at back from 7 months ago.
Yeah. Because our videos from 7 months ago were horrible. The camera quality was bad. We didn't have official setups. Like, I love our last Quadriplegic video that we done 2 months.
Except fancy.
Because the background is fancy, like, enough for us. And, like, we thought it was good quality. Sorry to the ones who don't. But it's way better than our last one.
Yes, just look at any other video.
And the audio would be laggy, and then the thing...
like glitch, like the camera would spaz out for a couple seconds.
But even when I had seen my first vlog, it was nowhere near as bad. There was at least some music, I think. I hope. There was at least some music. Yep, the camera setup was okay. Still wasn't great quality because we had the same cameras. But at least everything wasn't cropped out. There would be a big video portion, like the long form bit, and it would be like downsized, or there would be black heading around it. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And then there would be vertical.
Me and William did not know how to... if something like that happened in a video, I'd just scale it to size.
Yeah. And like, oh my god. Like, either you can put it to a new size. Like, oh, I don't like the way this turned out. Let me put it to a new size. I know how to do all that. I know how to add music. I know how to add captions. I know how to do overlay text. I know how to do overlays. I know how to do overlay music. I know how to do sped up music. I know how to do slowed down music. I know a lot about editing, but trust me, when I see other people's editing, I wish I could edit that good, but sadly I can't. But I'm working on it. I like testing my skills every other day. Not every other day, but I like every single time I like a vlog. I try to add more editing if I'm feeling more... Like, that's on autism and disabilities. We put a little more work into autism and disability videos, even though it doesn't seem like we kind of do. Because in SMA vlogs, we'll just throw some captions, audio. But in autism and disabilities, which is our other channel, my channel.
Yeah, not mine.
No, it would have like some music, some captions, some sped up things. Like, we'd work a little bit harder for it. We'll do time lapses and stuff. We'd work a little bit harder for it, but we don't upload a lot. That's why. Because all those videos that we did, they would just drain us to work on them. And we don't have much passion to vlog. And that sounds incredibly sad. And like, I wish we did, because we have the passion to vlog every day on SMA vlogs. Like, oh, let's vlog this. I'm like, on Autism Disabilities, just...
It's dry.
It's like an
it's
update.
It's a dead channel.
And we upload a video, and then a month later, we've been gone again. Like,
it's
we
so
have to do sit-down videos every other month, because we keep forgetting to vlog. And, like, I don't even think about the channel much, and that's sad. And it has, like, so much of our fond memories. There was, like, me adopting my son and my daughter, and it was our son, like, something about Andrew, like an update on him.
Yeah.
And,
like, he went to college? I don't know.
Yeah, like, we did an update on Andrew or something, my son. And it had, like, all those fond memories of, like, getting tested, like, for things, and then my weakness episode, like, Mathew filmed all of it, which is a good thing, because, you know, it's a way to look at the past and everything, which is awesome.
It's like we watched one video that triggered out entirely.
I don't even want to get into it. Okay, that is Emmie 2 months quadriplegic and editing. hard night with cancer.
Yep. So this happened a couple days ago. I didn't really announce it publicly, like I wasn't feeling good, but like for some reason that night, this happened like 3-4 nights ago.
3-4 months ago, Jesus.
3-4 nights ago.
Oh, I thought you said months.
No, nights.
Dang, whatever you said jumbled into months.
No, not months ago. I didn't have cancer 4 months ago. So, a couple of days ago was a hard night with cancer. I started beginning to feel like very, very sleepy around 8 p.m. And I kept like getting sleepy, and I cuddled in with William, and I fell asleep on him like for an hour. I was kind of not close.
Comfy.
He was comfy.
You are too cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, just cuddle beans.
She called us cuddle beans. But I was sleeping on him, and then 2 hours later, or like an hour later, I woke at least like 5 times, and I just looked off like I.
What the hell? Your voice did.
Oh God, edit that out. No, I'm joking. We don't have any producers or editors for this podcast, so I'm so sorry that you had to hear the most scratchiest, cringiest, death.
Teenage boy.
Teenage.
That's what teenage boys go.
I'm not a teenager.
Puberty.
I'm 66. Oh God.
No.
Okay, I gotta shut up. So, sorry about that, guys. But I was like on and off waking up, and then he was like, "Hey, babe, you okay?" I mean, we kissed or whatever, and I keep cuddly stuff, and I was like, I'm alright, I guess. And he felt my head, and I was like running a fever the 3rd time that week, because I run a fever like every chemo around now, and stuff. So that's not good, but I was like. I was so lethargic.
Yeah.
Like, they just saw me waking up, but
And you.
I was like, huh? Like, I looked around, I looked, like, sweaty, and then I was just, like, delusional, I guess. And so, like, I was super tired, like, really, really tired. Super weak that night, too. I hadn't said a word for hours, and then I was running a fever, and I was, like, coughing a little bit or whatever. So I wasn't sick. It was something from like cancer, chemo, whatever, that was messing with my body. I felt really tired and weird and weak that night, so that wasn't good. What's the next bullet point?
Next one is broken headphones.
Yeah, next one is broken headphones. We are using my friend Doc's headphones for the podcast microphone because mine had broke. In English, during this bad day, it was just bad. Like, everything was going on, and I pulled my headphones on my bed, and me and William were looking at them, and one side had broken, like, Mama, what the? He started cussing. He was like, "What the fuck? How did these break? What the hell?" And Miss Lowe heard him. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?
Are you okay?"
He's like, "Is everything okay? Are you okay? You wanna see if there's any earbuds around and stuff?" And she was just talking to me and we were out in the hall, like, "Hey, it's gonna be okay. You know, think on the positive. We only have 6 Mondays left till the end of school. Like 6 weeks of school left.
6 Mondays. Think about it. 6.
Yeah." And so she's like, "Let's think on the positive side." She's trying to calm me and William down because we were getting a little agitated. And
of course, that's normal.
and she was like, and I was like, "But this is like going bad. Like everything went horrible. I have 3 tests in 3 days. In 2 days. And my assigned seats. I can't be with my friends. My lunch went terrible. Like everything's going bad." And like every single hour something's happening, literally. And so she's like, hey, let's take a deep breath. And we were learning deep breath exercise. She's like, "Hey, look at me. Let's take some deep breaths and we can walk together, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." I wasn't, so I was hearing her, but like I was mad. And so the wheelchair, my wheelchair broke. No.
I thought half of it broke.
I'm
not top and half the side.
Yeah, so I got my headphones, like new ones, like orange ones from Miss Lowe, and I wrote fine. They don't have a built-in microphone, but they work fine for like music.
You sure? That does seem like a little microphone.
That's a volume button. There's no microphone input on those. We can try them out later.
Hello. This is no sound. I like the 12th one.
So, but, oh my god, I hate that episode. But my headphones broke. Me and William's headphones broke. They broke in like half. Not in half, but like this whole part.
One side broke.
Broke in half.
You can see it in their bad day vlogs.
Yep. And so, that happened.
Yep.
That's the next bullet point. And I'm not going to talk about my college day because I just basically
How
said
did
the
your
whole
first
thing.
day of college run? I'll put it
Okay.
briefly. So, to put it briefly, my college day went fine in first period. Miss Brady was here again. That's
Yeah.
fun. And nothing really different. People just happened she was back. Some people that come in the room. That doesn't bother me. We done a bell ringer, then we done some work. It was mainly just chill for the rest of class then. And
And
then
she went to PBIS.
Yes.
Yeah,
and they said, people who are going to PBIS, dot.
yes.
I was like, what? I was so confused because I missed it for 2 years. I haven't been able, no one's put me on the list, even though I've had A's and B's
Yep.
before. No one's put me on Mighty Comment, even though I've been incredibly nice
Yep.
to people before.
I got a mighty comment award. Sorry, yeah, I got like a mighty comment award a couple months ago.
Yeah, you've been there a couple months ago. Meanwhile,
I think I got a donut.
I haven't.
I don't think I did. I don't know.
Meanwhile, I haven't gone to the first event since we were Miss Norton's.
That's rude to hear, Miss Norton.
I haven't been since the first
But you're happy.
PBIS.
Yep, but you're happy you got to go to it again.
Yes.
It's nothing special. Like, you shouldn't be jealous if somebody gets it. But
No.
if you're having like a Jack today night, I got a donut. Oh. I'm hearing all the fun about donut.
And keep on, I didn't know Donna was having a bad day because
I couldn't text her
No.
at all. I was going to text you about it.
So I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just go there. And I knew it wasn't going to be something
Extraordinary. It's a donut and a paper certificate.
I didn't get the paper certificate.
Yeah, I think they might hand it out to you. If not, it's okay. The paper certificate is not that.
They gave me a donut and I had to leave.
You literally, that's my experience every time. It's so hectic. it's so crowded.
Wait. Because I haven't gone since the first time we did it in freshman.
Mm-hmm.
We are in junior year of college.
Yep. Instead of our freshman year
What
of college.
what haven't I been able to know? I had a little baby donut. So I was like, okay, I'm coming. I was like, I drive there. Donut.
Donut.
And Hell's donut. Waits 10 minutes.
And leaves.
Goes back to class.
But you got to miss some minutes of class.
Laura asked me, how was the PBIS? I ate a donut.
That's it.
I went back to work.
That's pretty much the
I got
whole
our
experience.
sheet done. Macy and Abby went. They just went, and I was like, oh, cool. So I'm not the only one. And I heard, "Dot? Oh my God! What?
This
Is
is the
a
most
fairy tale?
extraordinary moment
Is
in
this a
history.
fairy tale?" Did Miss Lawson put me on there?
No,
I
maybe.
wonder, maybe she anonymously.
That was creepy.
No. But first period went fine. I got PBIS. Fun. Ate a donut. Filled me up a little bit. I didn't eat breakfast. Second chance breakfast or breakfast.
Yeah.
So it was a little while without eating. And that's okay. I don't do that often. So
Yeah. We don't do it every single
no.
day.
And so I missed second chance because it was something I didn't like. Third, I got some yummy lunch. Average hexagon pizza since there was crappy options for the second. I can't remember what it was.
Hexagon pizza's not that bad. I might go through that line tomorrow. I'm going to make a challenge. Instead of getting a salad, I'm going to go through that line tomorrow.
To be honest, I always go through that line. It's easy.
I never went through that line in like weeks.
I've gone through that line every single day. But for me, I went to just get hexagon pizza because the other option didn't look too appealing. I'm like, okay,
I
let
haven't tried the pizza in a while.
let me just get some hexagon pizza. It's better than anything there. And so I strolled back, and Blake comes. I'm like, hello, how are you? And I said, you're okay? And he said, yep. And I said, you just look very tired. He's like,
He always looks very tired.
because, oh my God, Donnie.
He does. I had so huge bags on my ass this morning. I was so tired.
Yeah, and he had a rope in his grandpa's garden the whole weekend, which is about an acre long.
Oh, hell
Half
no.
a football field.
Hell no. Damn, why does it have that big?
Football
Why?
field. I don't know. And they planted some plants or some crap, some veggies. And then he had to wake up at 9 a.m., which is absurd for him. Too early.
I thought I was late at waking up 9 a.m.
No, he woke up at 2. He wakes up at 2 p.m. every weekend.
Hell no.
2 p.m.
So 2 p.m. all the way to 9 a.m.
And he is so baffled that I remember so much about him. He's like, oh, and he's like, no. And I said, oh. I said, did you not be able to sleep in? And he said, yeah. I said, so not till 2 p.m.? And he, how do you remember so much? And I was like, I remember too much.
I have a good memory.
And he's like, oh, and he's like, I love the salads. And I said, oh, and I said, did you not feed your dog salad? He fed his dog salad.
Why? For the hump?
No, not the hump. That is not his dog.
I know. I know.
Oh my God. And his dog? They have this big dog who likes to chase you. And there's a little gate. He's too short. So this is like 5'3", 5'2".
The dog?
No,
the
the dog's 5'2", very short. Good God.
Very short dog.
I'm 5 foot and a half. That dog is 1 inch and him on his hind legs, that would be terrifying. But Blake is 5'3" or 5'2", and the dog is about almost Blake's height. Not on its hind legs, I don't think. And he will chase you down the hall.
That's a big ass dog.
And so Blake one time was trying to get over the gate. He has to hold on to a wall just like me.
Yeah, me
or
too.
just like Mathew. And
not me.
And he was trying to get over it. The dog goes under the leg that's on the floor. And he has his left leg over the gate. And the dog starts running. Blake flies since he's only 102 or 104 on good days. And he hits his head on the floor and bam, hits his head. And his mom is like, you're okay. And he's like,
bitch.
He's like, yeah, I'm dead.
Are you sure?
He's like,
the dog just killed
He just rushes back to his room so he doesn't get trampled by the dog again.
Like,
and his mom always has to deal with his shenanigans. There was one time his eye, I can't remember what happened to his eye, but he had a cut under his eye. He literally sliced it open. And his mom had put glue in it. No, it was medical glue, like liquid Band-Aid.
Oh.
Because the ER, they went there at 2 p.m. and got back at 9. And didn't even get seen.
Well, damn, ER.
Yeah, stupid. And I'm like, what? And so the mom like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it myself. She grabs some Band-Aid glue and shoves it. Putting it in the cut. And he's like, ah! It's like so painful. And he's like screaming. He's like, he's like,
I'll be crying.
He's like, oh my God. And then a couple days ago, he smacked his head on the little air vent thing. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It was an air heater. And he, boom. He wakes up in ROTC. He smacks his head to a point there's a little hole in it, blade. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, dude, and I said, I can see it. And he said, wait, and he said, I'm not going to look weird, am I? He's taking a picture of his head. He's like, people are going to look at you like, what the? And he's like, wait, and where is it? And I lost it. And I was laughing.
What the hell?
And I was like, no. I was like, blanket's right there. And I was like, to the left.
To the left.
I was guiding him to take a picture of his bloody head. To the left.
Oh my God.
Turn your head a little bit. You're not there. You now covered the blood with your finger.
Ew,
pull your hair back a little bit. It was funny.
Oh my
and
God.
he had gotten a picture and he's like, there you go. And he sent it to his mom and he said, I done something dumb again. Oh my my god, what happened? I smacked my head.
Oh my god, poor his mom.
Like he constantly has injuries. Like a couple days ago, he had like an arm injury from playing soccer.
Damn.
Every
So he
freaking...
has a hole? So he has an active hole on his head.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like a little dent, and then...
Why is there a dent? You still got that checked out days ago.
He did.
Oh my god, Blake.
He left it.
Why?
And he came back Monday fine.
Wait, what happened over the weekend with his grandpa?
Oh, that was not with his grandpa. Did you listen to half the story?
I listened, but that happened over the weekend. Not the head. No, mine just shut up. Not you, but just me.
Not the head thing, the growing crop.
Yeah,
thing.
I know. You said that happened over the weekend, but you said on Monday he was fine. So I thought that happened. I thought that head thing also happened over the weekend.
But Monday
Rob
he was
didn't
fine
find
from
me.
the grandpa thing, and he said he sees grizzly bears and black bears
Oh,
in
okay.
his grandpa's yard. He one time was near his like motor thing. And he looked out the thing and saw the black bear. And the black bear was just like,
Hell no.
and he thought he had left. So he got on the four-wheeler, started cranking the thing up, and the black bear, it was 15 foot away. And it takes about a minute for him to get the four-wheeler started. So that bear could have been any minute. Could have been behind his 100.
Doc, is this your college?
I know, but it's funny. I want to get on. And it takes about a minute for him to start the four-wheeler. And any minute, the bear could be closer.
Ah, hell no.
And so we put it in the third gear and started driving. And the bear was never to be found. He looked terrified that he was there. How was a black bear afraid of me? Then he one time had a chasing horse incident. Fun fact.
What?
He was on that four-wheeler again, wouldn't you believe? And he starts driving and he hears galloping.
How's that a horse? So those horses.
He has horses. 2 horses. And or 2 horses were chasing after him, both 1,000 pounds.
Oh hell no! That's William.
And he was like, and he heard of galloping.
Tell
And
me,
he's
bitch.
like, what's that?
Tell me, bitch.
And he's already turned into 3rd gear because he's terrified. And he looks back and he's like, yeah.
I'm so serious.
And he's like, he just drives somewhere safe. He's like terrified. Horse is like, no. Oh, what the? That's rude. And earlier, he had spit out his apple mid-conversation. He's like, and I was like this. He's like, so you didn't see anything? I was like, I didn't see anything. I was on my phone anyway. And then he had dropped his apple and he hit his plate and he...
Okay.
So that did not happen. Yeah. But that is all our little stories of everything. So I rambled on. It was just funny and I thought I had to tell y'all about it.
Yep.
So thanks so much for watching today's podcast episode and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.